But
Sorry, I'm just checking when, yeah.
pum pum pum.
We are starting the live stream, so please take your seats. You can take your food to your seat, but please go ahead and take your seats. Thank you all so much. We are starting the live stream right now.
All right, welcome Tech Women. I'm very excited to be with all of you today as we kick off Chicago's Pitch Day 2024, the culmination of Tech Women Emerging Leaders Impact Project Development. Tonight, you'll hear from 6 of our country's teams based in the Chicago area as they pitch their impact projects. I'm Kelly Fernandez, a proud native Chicagoan and an advocate for Chicago's movers, shakers, and change makers. As a leader of TEDx Chicago, I've had the privilege of celebrating and showcasing the incredible innovation and inspiration happening right here in our city and beyond. Last week, as a Tech Women cultural mentor, I was honored to host our emerging leaders at TEDx Chicago 2024. Yay! Before we jump into tonight's events, I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible, tremendous dedication, passion, and teamwork that has brought us here. Our emerging leaders and impact coaches have poured countless of hours into every phase of their projects, pushing themselves and each other to new heights. This is the spirit of Tech Women, the program that was launched by the U.S. Department of State. With collaboration and commitment at its core, it's designed to spark innovation, and it absolutely has. Since we've kicked off at Chime and M-Hub, the growth we've seen in the past 4 weeks has been nothing short of remarkable. Through impactful conversations and mentorship, your impact coaches have seen each of you transform. Your confidence has soared, and many of you have evolved the way you think, approach, and present your projects. What an incredible journey it's been. Think about everything you've accomplished, the challenges you faced, the unique strengths that you've brought forward, and the way you've come together to shape what you're going to present tonight. The teamwork, camaraderie, and learning you've experienced is truly inspiring. My hope is that these lessons carry forward with you. Recognize how much you've grown and embrace the power that you hold. You should be incredibly proud of all your achievements. A huge congratulations to all of you and your impact coaches who have been by your side every step of the way. Tonight, we celebrate you and all you have accomplished. I'd also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our event partner 1871. Yay. For providing this incredible space here in the Mart, a landmark that stands at the heart of Chicago's vibrant spirit. And a deepest gratitude to all of our partners, sponsors, and allies of this program. There's really so many to name, and there's so many that wish that they could be here tonight, so they're with us in spirit, but this program wouldn't be what it is without all of you. So thank you to all of our additional partners. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Stephanie Miller, Chief Experience Officer at 1871. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Stephanie. Yeah.
Okay. How's everybody doing? Woo! So we are so thrilled to have you here today with us. So 1871 is a nonprofit global innovation hub. Has anybody here in the audience been here before? A few folks? Okay, love it. Okay, great. So as we look around, there's a lot of folks that have never been here and probably don't understand who we are or where we fit in. 1871 we were founded 12 years ago with the intention of putting tech on the map. We are named after the Chicago fire purely for thinking about the way that the world came together after the fire rebuilt Chicago. We wanted to rebuild the city 12 years ago with a tech-focused landscape. Fast forward today, we've got incubators, accelerators, programs all over the city that are building our global innovation community. That being said, we are a mission-driven organization that exists to inspire, support, and equip early stage founders like yourselves that have an idea that are trying to figure out how to get that idea off the ground and into market, all the way through those organizations that are much larger, that are getting ready to IPO, getting ready to exit, and really making their stamp on the world. So as you guys build your businesses, figure out where you're going next, know that as a global innovation hub, we've got your back and we'd love to work with you guys. We're thrilled to be your partner here tonight and have you in our space. And I can't wait to see all the amazing things you guys are building. So welcome, welcome. And I can't wait to see more.
One more time for Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie Miller. I really loved how she talked about just, rebuilding and using that spark of inspiration to bring forth your great ideas. As we kick things off, I'd like to briefly give a rundown and some quick tips to ensure success for everyone as we move into these pitch competition. Firstly, to everyone in the space, please remain quiet while each country is delivering their pitch. Let's help to minimize any disruptions and keep the energy high with smiles and celebrate when each pitch concludes. Let's all be equally respectful and supportive of every team's time on stage. They've worked really hard to be here, so let's honor that. To all of our emerging leaders, our ELs, to set yourself up for maximum success, be mindful of your time. Each team will have exactly 3 minutes to deliver your pitch. You'll hear an audio cue. I don't know if we can play it. It's a beep sound. You're going to hear that. And that'll let you know that your team's time is ending and to wrap up your final thought. There's a timer to the right of the stage that'll keep yourselves on time. Hot tips, staying at or under 3 minutes will ensure that you proceed to the Q&A opportunity to follow with the judges. From there, you'll be asked one question by our judges, and you'll have 2 minutes to respond. The clock will reset to show you 2 minutes as well. You guys got this, okay? Yes. All right, so after the Q&A, you'll have a brief transition between each team, and I'll introduce the next country. Speaking of judges, I'd like to introduce our amazing panel of judges who have so graciously volunteered their time to be with us today and evaluate your pitches. We have Nisaini Reksash, a community engagement lead at Microsoft. Cecilia Fisher Benitez, Director of Startup Programs at 1871. And Alexandria Anderson, Brand Manager of Notco Joint Venture, the Heinz Crafts Company. Thank you so much, Nisaini, Cecilia, and Alexandria. We are so grateful for your support today and the impactful work that you're doing. Let's show some more appreciation for our judges one last time. In addition to our judges, one of the 7 seed grants this year will be chosen by you, the audience. So all of the mentors here, all of our audience members, you will have the opportunity to cast a vote after the final pitch via a small card that you all received with a QR code. We'll also put the QR code on the screen here, but at the final conclusion of the pitch, you'll have the opportunity to vote. And FYI, you need a Gmail account to be able to access the survey. And this seed grant is going to go to one deserving team from either the San Francisco cohort or the Chicago cohort. So we really encourage everyone to vote so that we can help one of our Chicago teams to victory. All right, so you know what time it is. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's pitch time. Yay! Okay, so make some noise. Yeah. We're really excited. So our emerging leaders, you'll be standing in front of one of the most supportive audiences. Let that lift your confidence. You're going to do an amazing job, and we all believe in you. And most importantly, have fun. And to start us off with our very first pitch of the evening is Team Egypt. Please help me welcome Team Egypt to the stage.
My grandmother lost her leg due to diabetes, and eventually it took her life. Sadly, her story is not unique. Over 11 million people in Egypt are suffering from diabetes every day, and the number is growing, which makes diabetes one of the most pressing health issues in Egypt. Many families struggle with diabetes complications due to unhealthy habits and a significant gap in health education. So I'm coming today with the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Namula.
Hi everyone, I'm Namula, and like all kids, I love sugars, but I learned how to enjoy it and manage it. I came here to share with you my knowledge to ensure diabetes doesn't limit our kids' life. I'm a platform, so let's go and tell you more about my platform. So I will launch in 3 pillars. The first pillar will be around awareness, where I go for social posts, social media posts, live sessions, and also go to schools with collaboration with Bina Foundation. The second pillar I will build supporting groups where families and friends with diabetes experience can share their stories. Another pillar, the third pillar will be recipe hub, where all healthy and nutritious meals ideas will be ready. I'm planning though to grow. Are you? So let's grow together. I'm growing in 3 phases. The second phase, it will be diabetic friendly products marketplace. The third phase will be AI chatbot in Arabic to make preparing a healthy meal is easy and effortless for everyone. And the fourth one will be partnership with game startups, where we can create a game, an interactive game for children to give them to make them adopt a healthy life from early age. However, in my back mind, I still think about sustainability. So by raising awareness with kids and parents, I'm actually decreasing the pressure on Egyptian healthcare system. Also, my partnership with NGOs, governmental institutions, and international organizations, I think I will be more impact on the ground. And my marketplace will sustain my life journey in platform. All these are done by dedicated team, 2 pharmacists and 2 engineers.
Okay, with that, one of our judges will ask a question.
All right, testing it. Okay, we're working. Wonderful presentation. Thank you all. My question is, as you scale, what is the purpose of the marketplace and what'll that look like?
Our marketplace, actually in Egypt, the diabetes or any special diets actually are very hard to find, and most of the time it's not affordable. So we are planning to reach out some stores and small business that it has physical physical stores in ground. So we can talk to them either to have already prepared meals for this kind of special diets, or we can have their products in reduced price.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Team Egypt.
Okay.
Okay, next up, please help me welcome Team Zimbabwe to the stage.
Take this off. Thank you. Zimbabwe has a growing drug and substance abuse crisis. 80% of reported drug abuse cases are among the youth aged 16 to 25, with 41% of those being girls. A staggering 53% of women and 28% of men have injected themselves with drugs, contributing to 60% of psychiatric admissions. This overwhelming reality has led to increased rates of gender-based violence, child abuse, child neglect, poverty, and overall societal deterioration. Our solution, eTariro, is a mobile application that will provide anonymous and secure access. eTariro is a double entendre. In our native language, eTariro means it is hope, and it also means intelligence, tariro. Our features will include self-help steps, caregiver intervention techniques, as well as rehabilitation services information. eTariro is based on localized information, collaboration between stakeholders, as well as community support to maximize efforts to help the community recover and heal. With a focus on holistic healing, eTariro aims to disrupt the cycle of addiction by scaling hope as well as recovery and support across communities. For the launch, we have already started stakeholder engagement. This is aimed so that by the time we reach February 2025, we would have launched in Zivarasekwa, a high-density suburb where drug abuse is prevalent. We plan to roll out a comprehensive marketing plan that will involve national radio and social media. We plan to have 100 users in 100 days and have 10 success stories.
Our growth plan is to expand to additional 3 communities before the end of the first year. Additional features will include mental health assessments, counseling, and recovery sponsorship. The future Itariro will be a web-based AI platform. Our additional features will also be influenced by feedback from the community and stakeholders. Itariro is joining a moving vehicle as their other stakeholders are already trying to combat this crisis. Community buy-in is key, and to encourage that the communities will use community centers and also create voluntary opportunities. Progressive funding will come from in-app advertising and technology grants. Itariro is vital as it feeds into the SDGs 3 and 5. We are competent to do that, and on our team we've got Tutu, enterprise architect, who has already begun working on the application, and all of us have the expertise to do this. Together, we can do it, and we call for action from you guys. Itariro, together we are hope. Thank you.
Amazing job, Team Zimbabwe. With that, one of our judges is going to ask you a question.
Thank you. That was a great pitch. I have questions about how do you plan to safely roll out your AI innovation and promote confidentiality, especially for minors, when you're dealing with minors? Do you happen to have parent approval, parent support? Like, what does that look like in your overview of the org?
Okay, thank you very much. So for our rollout plan, the AI is the second phase. The first stage, we don't have artificial intelligence. So we envision to have AI as at a later stage. We don't anticipate to deal with minors at the moment because our target group is 16 to 25. So we are not going to be gathering any data regarding minors. But as it is, Mimi is also a data scientist who is going to be looking at the ethical issues and any other data issues so that we stay aligned to the regulations of Zimbabwe and the Cybersecurity Act of Zimbabwe.
To add on, Itariro is going to be an anonymous platform. Therefore, we'll ensure that all identities of users of the platform will be secure. There will be no login. The users will simply log in, access information without necessarily leaving a direct identifier to themselves. Thank you.
Thank you again, Team Zimbabwe. Okay, our next pitch, please welcome to the stage, Kyrgyzstan.
Do you know how many women in Kyrgyzstan are employed? It's only 24%.
And it's even worse in rural areas. Today, I want to share a story of my aunt. She lives in a village and she has 5 kids. She's unemployed and she had several attempts to run a business, but they failed. So she just wants to provide a better future for her kids, and this contributed to her emotional and financial distress. So this reality is not only of my aunt, but many other million women in Kyrgyzstan who, due to lack of digital tools and supportive network, are struggling. So unemployment is a big issue that is contributing to financial dependency, that's leading to domestic violence, poverty, migration, and economic instability in a country.
And we are here to solve those problems. IMBIS is a training program specifically designed for women in rural Kyrgyzstan. We will select 20 ambitious women who are willing to succeed in business. We will conduct a 4 days in-person intensive training session, equipping them with tools and knowledge in e-commerce, marketing, and digital skills. So imagine Munar's aunt learning how to use ChatGPT, which is an AI tool, to create a marketing plan, and even winning a $1,000 grant. Our success criteria is 90% of those women launching their businesses online. And by that, we're also targeting UN sustainability goals like no poverty, equality, and economic growth. For now, we've already fundraised $1,000 through our community to Kickstart. We are partnering with local hubs to host those events and accommodate women from rural areas in capital city. We are partnering with UN Women and US Embassy to make our program more visible. And not even that, not only that, we have a great lineup of volunteers who are willing to dedicate their time for our program.
So coming to a roadmap, we will train these 20 women who by the end of the program will go back in their villages and in a peer-to-peer session mentor at least 2 women. So by this way, we are aiming to impact more than 300 women by the end of the 2026. We will launch online platform that will help to connect all of them and where they can share their experience, stories, and knowledge.
Our team is uniquely skilled to make this project a reality. This project is doable. Here we are standing experts in entrepreneurship, e-commerce, community building, and conducting training sessions.
Our women are incredibly powerful and very skilled. So by IMBs, we want a woman like my aunt to become financially secure and impact on a bigger scale. So IMBs, where women lead, communities grow.
Very nicely done. Thank you so much for giving us artifacts to touch. So based on these amazing entrepreneurial community that you're looking to build, are you thinking of having a digital platform where the women can then sign up for reciprocal services to one another? And if so, where would that database live?
So regarding online platform, so I have experience in leading a community. Back in my home country, we have 900 people already in my community, which is professional. I think we are planning to do similar to that. We have a Telegram as a chat, group chat where women can connect to each other. And also we are planning to do the landing page where we can upload our videos, workshops online so that they can see it. And since we have this concept that one woman that we trained in person is going to train 2 other women back in rural areas, she is also going to use this landing page, online platform to educate other women. But Isa is want to add.
Actually, we earlier mentioned that we have a peer-to-peer mentoring. So this online platform also will help these mentors who are alumnus from our program to teach other alumnus using these resources.
So answering your question, I think we are planning to make a landing page for as a part of MVP. We could use YouTube videos, just YouTube channel and Telegram channel, so because it's cheap and easy to use. And we will just spread this landing page to other women, and they can just go to the YouTube and collaborate together. And that's it, I think, as part of first launch. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Team Kyrgyzstan. They did a phenomenal job. Way to keep the energy high, team. This is fantastic. Up next, we have Team Morocco.
Hello, everyone. Meet Fatima. Fatima grew up watching her mother harvest saffron surrounded by women's song, and she dreamed about passing this legacy to her own daughters. However, land has changed. Drought fueled by climate change has made 60% of these lands into dust. And the cost of extracting water from the deep well, 160-meter depth, is too expensive. Her husband, forced to seek job in the city, left Fatima and their families behind for an uncertain future. Fatima is real, so is Duel. This is the story of 212 other families who suffers from these problems, and they are hanged into the deep water.
We plan to provide access to water by installing solar energy panels, which will reduce the cost of water irrigation by 80%. Our AquaManage application will integrate irrigation and weather data so that we can optimize water use. We are empowering over 200 families, mostly women, so as to incorporate sustainability and economic independence and also preserve tradition, which is the cultivation of saffron through innovation and technology. We plan to launch the project using one well, serving 15 hectares owned by 150 families with the cost of $9,200. Your $3,000 seed grant will cover 32% of the cost, 16% will be the team's contribution, 10% will be the local cooperative Onzine's contribution. We have potential partners who will provide guidance, reduced equipment prices, and also the approval for the project, and also cover 42% of the funding. Help us fund this initiative. As the project progresses, we plan to reinvest a share of the yield revenues so as to enable us to equip 7 wells, which will increase the water supply for 105 hectares of land in 3 years. Additionally, as the crops increase, we plan to explore international market and also increase the sales revenues. So from affordable and clean energy to responsible consumption and production to sustainable cities and communities, our project covers 13 UN SDGs. With the support and partnerships of TechWomen alumni, our team, our CFO, Mariam, she's the one taking care of our finances. Sana, our tech nerd, will be leading the application and also facilitating access to government grants and funding. Nurma, our food engineer, she will help us better understand the cultivation of saffron and also use her relationships for direct sales. Manal, our surveying engineer and the graphic designer, she will be helping us with the implementation of the land management. Together help us
safeguard.
Together, we'll
Help us safeguard the cultural
Cultural
legacy and sustainable
value.
future for generations to come. Thank you.
That was a great pitch again. I have a question regarding the cultural preservation that you briefly touched on. But how do you plan to protect the cultural and economic significance of saffron farming while implementing the modern technology?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, with regards to cultural preservation, like how do you plan to protect the cultural and economic significance of the modern technology coming in and disrupting?
So we will capitalize on the knowledge of the local communities. They already know how to preserve the saffron. Saffron is a plant that necessitates and require most of special care. Yeah. So they know better. What we're gonna do is just improve the water performance and the water management on the field.
Just add on that the saffron itself is a traditional species for it holds all these trials together. So by providing for these people water in order to continue not leaving their lands, they're gonna continue these traditions. So it is tied to the cultivation of saffron.
Yeah, I would also like to add that the saffron that we're targeting within this community, which is Telimin, is already like a sign of origin and quality. So there's already like a heritage, a cultural background, and afterwards, like once when we will be working like with cooperatives to actually go with the sales, we will convert like with the storytelling behind the agriculture, behind like all these women, behind the heritage, the sign of origin and quality, the technical aspects of like the saffron, all the micro elements, like all of these things coming together will help preserve like the cultural legacy.
I would like to also add that this population actually, they already have this.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Great job, Team Morocco. Friends, let's give a warm welcome to Team Sierra Leone.
Water, a basic necessity, is now a luxury at the Princess Christian Maternity Hospital, where 1 in 9 babies like my son Abdul Latif and 1 in 89 women die as a result of inaccessible water. Our solution is to provide a 46 feet high water tower that will give access to water within the hospital facility. Our goal is to reduce the rate of infant and maternal mortality rate from 18 to 12% and eradicate the abuse of women to rape. Our strategy is to use awareness from the TechWomen alumni and US Embassy. Success for us will be constructing a water tower that will provide purified water 24/7, 365 days to all the floors of the hospital. Growth for us will be collaborating and helping the next adjacent hospital, which is the Oladurin, wherein we will increase the capacity of the water tower so that it can supply both PCMH and Oladurin. The total cost for the project is 4,996 USD. As a mother to Abdul Latif, I will be donating the sum of 500 USD because every pikin don't die. Every mama don't die. It's the cries we hear constantly at the PCMH hospital.
We will be working with these 4 SDG goals, especially clean water and sanitation. We are in contact with the Guma Valley Water Company in our country, and we'll be partnering with the Universal Venture to execute this project. We are in communication with the hospital and the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. With our sponsors and our extensive engineering experience, we can deliver this project in 6 months. I am a mechanical engineer. I will be responsible for partnership and local communities. Becky is a mining engineer. She will be responsible for regulation and compliance standard. Khadija is a civil engineer. She will be responsible for water and design. If it is accessible, if it is a necessity, it must be accessible. We are saying no to water shedding. It stops with Abdul Latif. It stops with Khadija's son.
This is in honor of Khadija's son and all lives that have been lost due to inaccessible water. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Just want to take a moment to honor your son and your loss. You guys a second. Thank you. I do have a question about how you will be getting the hospitals to accept the water towers, and then how you plan to expand that plan. So how will the water towers get to multiple hospitals? Are you starting with just one or more than one?
Okay, due to the current budget and what we have, we are going to deal with one hospital at a time. Our main focus is the Princess Christian Maternity Hospital, which house both pregnant women and under 5 children. So currently we are in partnership with PCMH because we have our colleagues, and I was working at the Guma Valley Water Company. So we are in collaboration. So executing the project will be simple because as we are speaking, we are talking to directly with sponsors, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, and the Guma Valley Water Company. So they are all willing to partner because the government gives free quality health care. So water is just like an oversight. Yes.
This is the water tower.
So it's going to be elevated at a height of 43 feet. And then we have the water tanks that we are going to be having about 15,000 liters of water that will be supplying into the building, because the problem is water cannot go into the building. So that is what we are solving now. And part of it is that because water cannot go into the building, why Kyrgyzstan have to die was that when we got there, there was no water to put in the oxygen machine inside the building. So within that waste of time, and so
we spent 45 minutes without any attention. So that's the time lapse. And we went with an ambulance. We did not just go there, we went with an ambulance.
Apologies, but this is just so personal for us.
Thank you again to Team Sierra Leone. And I just want to mention that obviously these women are brilliant, trailblazing minds in STEM. They're multilingual, and they're doing an amazing job with these very critical projects. And while there is one universal language that is clear throughout all these presentations, it's the passion. So it's clear as day, the passion and behind all these projects is certainly felt. So thank you again to all the teams that have gone, which leads us to our final pitch team, Team Kazakhstan.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me well? Yep, amazing. So we are here with our project EcoLoop. And could you please answer me a question? Or you can answer it in your mind, no worries. What do you think first if I tell you Kazakhstan? Will you think about famous singer Dimash Kudaibergen? Or will you think about boxer Gennady Golovkin? Or Borat? But this is what Kazakhstan is for us. And unfortunately, over 20 million of people in Kazakhstan do not recycle waste. And 80% of waste is not being recycled at all. How are we going to solve this problem? Well, this is Janna. She's not interested in recycling, and she has financial management issues. One day she comes across of EcoLoop. She's curious now. So she downloads the app, brings her plastic bottle to the waste collection point, scans QR code, and gets a reward. Janna can use a reward as a discount to get groceries, and a store owner, where she get the groceries,
now gets a new customer at a lower cost. Our solution is to build a feature named EcoLoop to an existing app, Sagi, and connect individuals, businesses, and recycling companies. The initial launch will focus on country capital Astana and connect 50 businesses, 10 waste collection points, and 1 million users of the existing app Sagi. One of our team members is a co-founder of this very application. As we expect, 10% of these 1 million users will become the first 100,000 EcoLoop adopters, 500,000 plastic bottles recycled, and 50 entrepreneurs will acquire a new customer. We'll also launch promotional campaign with the help of 30 influencers, advertisement in the app, and community building and social media. After the successful launch, because I have now doubts that it's going to be like successful, and receiving feedback over the summer, we will expand into other major cities. And following recycling success study in winter 2025, we plan to expand to 2 new cities, aiming for 1 million users by the end of 2026. By covering at least 7 UN sustainability goals, we empower individuals to adopt eco-friendly practices, reduce waste, create economic opportunities for entrepreneurs and recycling companies by increasing waste processing and customer growth. Our financial model is based on 1% commission for each transaction, which gives EcoLoop a chance to become sustainable within a year. And the amount of money that we put in here covers only our launch. Our team name EcoLoop is inspired by the Chicago Loop. We aim at raising awareness and incentivizing citizens to recycle because, as we learned at TED Talks Chicago, to meet the needs of today's residents without compromising needs of future citizens. Thank you for your attention, and let's make it happen together. Yep. Do you have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. I love that you brought us a mobile prototype for us to look at that was intuitive and interactive. So nice touch. Because of where I work, I am wondering what technology stack is your mobile app going to be built on?
It's a built it's already existing mobile app in Kazakhstan with 1 million the downloaded users in Android and iOS. So it also has loyalty platform, and we're going to connect it to integrate by API with the POS system and with the recycling companies by API again.
And are you going to include generative AI in your app?
Yes, sure. When the people are going to search, we're going to redeem their bonuses. So the app gonna find by interest, by region, by the location. So identify where he will redeem his bonuses, coupons, and all the rewards. Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Maybe we can, maybe companies can find employees thanks to our app, So thank you again.
Thank you again to all of our teams for their captivating and compelling pitches. One more round of applause for Egypt, Zimbabwe, Kyrgyzstan, Morocco, Sierra Leone, and Kazakhstan. Bravo, ladies, bravo. So now is the time to vote. Using the QR code on either the screen or on your card, you can pull up the survey to vote while the pitch is still fresh in your mind. Remember, this is for mentors and everyone in the audience that is not on the pitch team or an impact coach. And so you're encouraged to vote now. We'll take a few minutes to do that. The voting will close by the end of the day today. And again, let's get this seed grant to a Chicago TechWomen team. So we'll take a few minutes. I don't know if we've got some music that we can play or something for a moment. Okay. And one more reminder, the voting is for our mentors and our audience members, all the ELs. Your vote, the vote is for mentors and audience members only. Okay, so let's wrap that up. Bring your vote to a close. And as we do that, we'd like to invite everyone here to our culminating event for Chicago Tech Women program that's happening this Friday, October 11th, which is our community celebration. And it's going to be hosted by All Steel Chicago in their Experience Center. So everyone here is going to receive an Eventbrite link in the next day or so from our Tech Women team. And feel free to invite your friends and colleagues who also share your passion for empowering global women in STEM. So we are so excited to see you there this Friday, October 11th at our celebration community event. Lastly, as we close today's pitch competition, remember that inspiration is the spark that ignites limitless potential. Just as a star is born and brings light to the universe, your ideas have the power to spark growth and transformation in the world. Inspiration is fundamental creative energy, but it's action that brings these ideas to life. Now is the time to embrace your spark, take action, and realize that there are no limits to what you can create when you believe in the power of your inspiration. Now we have concluded with our pitch presentations. All of our emerging leaders, our mentors, and our II team, please come together over to the side here by the 1871 sign, and we can take a group photo. And for everyone else in the audience, we invite you to hang back and celebrate with us, enjoy some hors d'oeuvres, network, and meet each other. And also, Elias, our photographer, out in the back of the room and outside of this space here, he's offering free headshots, professional headshots. So great time to take advantage of that as well. And with that, on behalf of Tech Women and IIE, thank you so much. And congratulations to all of our emerging leaders. Okay, great. Yes. So all the mentors, emerging leaders, and IIE members come meet at the stage. Perfect. Thank you so much.